Hey guys, welcome back to Husband and Wife Outdoor Life. Ashley and Matt here, and today we're going to hike the Waterloo Pinckney Trail. It's going to be 36 miles to Silver Lake. So 4 days, 3 nights. Our stop tonight is at the Pines, and we just wanted to give a shout out to Mike. You know who you are. You gave us a shuttle from Silver Lake to here, so thank you for that. We really do appreciate it. And we're gonna take off, so we'll see you guys on the trail. We're on the trail, and as you can tell, I've already put my bug net on. Matt's got his bug jacket on. Not sure if you can see the swarming mosquitoes, but we've been on trail for like, what, 2 minutes?
Yeah, barely.
There's like a little muddy section here next to Big Portage Lake, which is right behind me here. It's pretty. And the mosquitoes are just awful. Like,
clouds.
I'm not normally one to complain about bugs, but they are worse than they were in like pictured rocks for us. So
oh yeah.
they are awful. Some of the worst mosquitoes we've ever had. So hopefully when we get out of this area they won't be as bad. We expected mosquitoes, but not quite this bad.
Not solid clouds.
So far the trail is nice, dirt packed, pretty easy so far, but we've only been on it for about 3 minutes, so we'll see how that goes.
You guys might even be able to hear the buzzing, but Ashley is gonna put on a jacket. It's gotten up to about 86 degrees. It is humid. My sunglasses are fogging, but man, we are in a cloud. Right now we're going around the outside of the lake, and they are just so heavy right here. So at this point we have a lot of water. There's a couple places we can filter, and we're just gonna try to hydrate ourselves through it. We're gonna cook, but there's nothing else we can do. We gotta be bunkered up.
Little green tunnel action today. The trees have definitely bloomed out. Oh, there's a little trail hazard here. We're gonna go under this.
You got it? Oh, can I make it?
Yep, you're under.
Oh, God.
Mosquitoes are really bad. I can't believe I'm wearing my rain jacket on an 80+ degree day. We're just gonna have to drink a lot of water because sweating it all out in this jacket. But whoo, mosquitoes. Okay, crossing the road. We're getting eaten alive. These bugs are madness. I took my trekking poles, folded them up, and tucked them in my pack. I can't have my hands exposed for very long because the bugs are just straight attacking them. Sweating bullets in this jacket, but...
And even with my hood, I had to put on my head net
yeah,
just to not expose my face.
yeah, the bugs are super bad. I wish I had known they were this bad before we booked it, but this time of year is not usually too bad, but they are the worst I've ever seen them. So, all right, probably not gonna film a ton just because it's too hard to hold the camera with the bugs, but we'll check back in with you if something cool happens.
So bug swarms aside, one nice thing about this trail is that anytime there is any sort of offshoot like a road or whatnot, you do get nice markings like this. They have posts. They actually have mile markers. We'll show that in a little bit.
The nice thing about this trail is they have mile markers along the way. That's kind of a cool little feature we didn't know this trail had. Mile 3. All right, we've come across a water source here. The bugs are still bad, but here in the sunshine they're not as bad. And because it's so hot and because we're wearing so many layers to protect against the bugs, we've been going through our water a little bit more than we normally do. So we are going to filter some water and refill here while we know we have a nice, beautiful source. All right, we filled up our complete water capacity, which is 2 of the big smart water bottles and 2 of the large, like, I think they're 64 ounces.
Yeah.
Sawyer bags. So we got some, that's clean water, that's unfiltered water, filtered and filtered. Okay, we are gonna leave our water source now. We're all packed up, loaded the packs up with like 4 times the amount of water that we probably need. But it's really hot out and we're drinking a lot of water, so it's not gonna hurt us to carry it a little bit.
And the bugs were okay in this area, but we're not gonna get to shed this stuff for a couple more miles, I'm sure.
Yeah, so they're actually not bad right here, which is why we stopped. So we actually ate our lunch too right here. We had a quick like cracker, cheese, meat stick kind of lunch, and we figured now is as good a time as any. It's a little bit early, but since the bugs weren't too bad, we just did it right here. Mile number 4. Not too far after the water source.
Clouds are out, mosquitoes are still around, but it's not like a solid object.
Yeah, it's not as bad now. I think the wind picked up a little bit. So much so that I took my raincoat off. Thank God. It was so hot in that. But feeling much better right now than we were before. The bugs have subsided. They're still around, but they're not as bad. And we got some water in us. Ooh, there's a mosquito. Got some water in us and some lunch. So looking good right now. We're looking up. 4 miles in. We're headed to the Pines. I'm not sure if I've said that. The Pines tonight. And the Pines Campground is walk-in only. And it's on the Waterloo Pinckney Trail, obviously. And I believe it's roughly between like 10 and 11 miles to the Pines from Big Portage. There's not a lot of great maps of the area, but I did find, I believe Mitten Camper posted it. If you ever watch his YouTube channel, he's pretty great. He posted a Cal Topo map of the area, and he's got like water sources marked and stuff. So we're kind of basically just using that. And it looked like it was like 10-11 miles, using that as a reference. Mile 5, bugs are back. Back on the trail. Woo! Kicking our butts, this one is. The trail is easy. Bugs are monsters here. Just after mile 5, there's like a heart in that tree there. You see that? Some sort of, I don't know if it's a burial marker or what. Looks like we maybe reached the top of Sack Rider. I think that's what this is. If it isn't, I'll correct it. No views. It's all green tunnel right now, but I'm pretty sure this is Sack Rider. Some good elevation gain there, not a lot, but enough to get the heart pumping. We are cooking. We're hot. I don't know if you can tell from my face, a little red. Wearing this jacket is kind of not sustainable, but we've passed the 7-mile mark. We're between 7 and 8 miles. We got a couple to go. We're past Sack Rider. I forget what the name of this road is that we're at.
Look what I found.
We're at Cat's Road right now. Cat's Road crossing.
Do people want to see what a tick looks like?
Oh, Matt found a tick. Let me show you.
He's real small. Don't know if you can see. Right on the edge of that leaf. And he's got his legs forward. 4 legs forward. You see, he can actually detect, or she, I should say, detect my heat. And so what she's hoping as I walk right by, she can just grip on, suck my blood. I think they only move like a couple feet in their lifetime. But you see, they're hoping they just get you on this grass. So, yeah, they're out here.
Yeah, we'll have to do a quick tick check tonight. Or a thorough one, rather. Looks like we've reached some sort of checkpoint on the bridle trail. the equestrian trail. Let's see if we can find where we're at on this. Trails are a bit of a muddy mess right now. Ooh, that's cold. Shoes are getting pretty muddy on this hike. We're almost to camp. After looking at that map on that signpost, looked like we were like just past 8 miles, maybe 9. And you could see the Pines Campground on that map. It doesn't show it as a campground, it just shows it as like a vault toilet symbol. Oh my god, this mud is awful right here. So we're close. I think there's a water source right before it. We're probably gonna just fill up there so we have enough for camp. We've been drinking a lot because of the heat. And then we're gonna set up and take refuge in our tent and get away from these bugs. But we're almost there. Here is quite the predicament. The trail is there. And there's really no way to go around. I don't really want to try to balance on that log because I know I'll hurt myself. And you know what? At this point, I think I'm just going to walk right through it, Matt. You okay with that? I don't care if my shoes get wet. Are you going to cross on that? Please don't fall. Oh my god. Yeah. Go slow, go slow.
Got it.
He's got it. Oh, fuck. PG. Keep it PG, Ashley. Oh, he's got it. No way. Okay. Nice job. Very nice.
What I did in France, you just use your trekking pole and it's a third leg.
Alright, my turn. Mile number 9. We should be within a mile or a little over a mile from camp. Getting there. Alright. This is the trail. Here we go. Well, we made it through that wet section. We are popping out at Baldwin Road right here. Looks like we got another sign right here. I'm gonna check it out.
We stopped here at Baldwin Flooding. There's Ashley somewhere taking a break. Hi, Ashley. And I don't know if you guys can tell from the background. I'll spin you. We got clouds, nice dark clouds, and they're picking up some wind. And we have a beautiful water source here with real easy access. So right here, you guys can see this is the path. And just down here, walk right up to it. And just a wonderful stopping spot. We're turtling up on water, we're cooling off. Cameling. Turtling in a game is like you're defensing up so then you can win later. So it's like to pull in. Well, that's, you know me, sick gamer. So we are just straight chilling and super happy to. So only a mile today, should be pretty easy, especially because we're pumped up. And then tomorrow, longest day, but that's all right because if it's cooling down like this and if we're getting these nice clouds and it's breezy and it's less buggy, then I'm not sweating anything.
We'll be on the lake too tomorrow. We'll be at Green Lake, so that'll be nice. There's a water pump there, so easy water. We don't have to filter anymore. Sure is pretty right here. It's a good little spot to take a break. Beautiful.
Ah, nice bird noises.
Birds and frogs and no mosquitoes. You know, I saw the sign for Baldwin Flooding and I thought we were in for some massive mosquito habitat, but this area, I don't know if it's just because the wind picked up a little bit or what. The mosquitoes seem to have disappeared. Thank heavens.
Ah, yes.
Alright, think we made it to the pines. I can see a Portage right there. Bugs are bad again, as usual. Backpack, campground, advanced registration only. Yep, we already did that. All right, we made it to camp. We're at site number 5 in the Pines Campground. We reserved it in advance. They do require that here. I guess they didn't used to, but they do now. There is no like water pump or anything here, but as you saw, that one water source was not very far away. There is supposedly a trail too that leads up towards a creek, and I believe it's back that way towards the where we came in. So if we need more water, we'll check that out, but I think we pretty much loaded up at that last water source, so we should be good through tomorrow, at least to the next source. So we're gonna get the tent set up and eat some dinner and escape the bugs. Woohoo! Those socks are wet, muddy. That is one wet sock. Alright, we got the old triplex set up. I guess I can call it that now. Old triplex. We've had it for, what, 3 trips now? I also brought our tarp that you've maybe seen in previous videos. We're supposed to get some scattered thunderstorms and such, and I just wanted a dry place to put stuff and maybe sit and eat dinner if it's really nasty. But I'm mostly just using it as a clothesline right now, just to dry some stuff out. All of our stuff got pretty wet walking on the trails. Matt's fighting off the bugs still. And
trying to dry out.
We got dinner rehydrating. We don't really want a hot dinner, but we're gonna make some warmish ramen rescue to get some salt back in our bellies. Pines Campground is pretty awesome. It's a nice area. We haven't checked out the pit toilets yet, so maybe I'll change my mind after seeing those, but you can always just dig a cat hole. But the sites are nice. They're kind of close together, so if you're looking for privacy, you're probably not gonna get it. That said, there is not one other camper here. We are the only ones, so these are all the sites right here. But it's also a Thursday, so Matt's got some stingies or bite aid or whatever they call it to put on his mosquito bites because he's welting a little bit. But I got the pads blown up. I just gotta set up the quilts or put them on the pads and kind of set up the inside a little bit, but we're basically ready to go. I kind of rushed through that and I didn't film it because we could hear some thunder off in the distance. And we're gonna kind of do a heavy water carry. Water. I can't even talk. The bugs have got us crazy.
Yeah. Speaking of games, no.